Well, hello, my badass friends. My name is Cece, and this is my badass life. And as you know, earlier this week, I came to you with a very frustrated um, podcast or vlog. And so today, I wanted to share with you a little bit of what I'm trying to do each day to try to keep my vibration up and try to not let the shit show just continue to sink in and absorb in my guts and my bones. And I want to also say that, I realize that, for some of us right now, things are kind of like an emotional roller coaster. And so that's kind of why I believe in sharing with you not just where I'm at on the good days, but also where I'm at on the not so good days. Because in reality, that's what we're all dealing with right now. It's good days and it's bad days. It's good news days and it's bad news days. And so, even as a cancer survivor, sometimes life happens, right? And so we've got to be prepared to deal with those things. So what I'm going to do is just show you a little bit of, it's kind of adapted Qigong. I'm not going to call it Qigong because I am by no means a Qigong expert, but it's actually a little bit of adapted Qigong and some other things thrown in. But what I'm going to share with you is a little bit about how to get your bodily organs kind of vibrating on a higher frequency, and also how to kind of balance your chakras a bit. So I'm going to start with just a little bit of loosening up. So really, I just want you to pretend like your body's a rubber band. Make some noise, because there's a concept called somatic therapy where you think about an animal in the wild who goes to get attacked or gets attacked, and what they do is they literally shake it off. So right now we're just shaking it off. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. All right, now that we've shaken it off, we're going to do a little bit of tapping of our bodies here, okay? And I'm just gonna have you tap all the way down the outside of your legs. Tap your little feet. Tap up the inside of your legs. Go around. Tap your back and backside. Shake it, tap it, tap it. Get it moving. All the way up as far as you can. All right. And now we're going to go up our arms. Just keep on tapping. I'm going to come across my chest. Switch arms. And while you're doing this, I just want you to focus a little bit on your breath. Just kind of get in the mode of that relaxation. Come all the way down. All right. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pound a little bit on my kidneys back here, because that can really help to get things moving and blood flowing. Kind of wakes you up a little too. It also helps to get the stress out of your body. Okay? All right. So now we're going to focus on our chakras. So your first chakra, well, there's essentially 7 chakras, but there's actually more than that. But most people only talk about 7. So today we're only going to talk about 7. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is, your base chakra is actually like your tailbone right here. Okay? So I'm going to have you, I really want you to just like squat down a little bit. Okay? Get your knees in a little bend. And I'm going to have you tuck in your butt just a little. And then I'm going to have you do some Kegel exercises. Did you know that Kegel exercises can help balance your root chakra? So Kegel exercises are where you just squeeze your pelvic floor. Squeeze it. If you need to squeeze your butt cheeks together, that's fine. But really, if you're doing a Kegel workout, you're not wanting to actually squeeze your butt cheeks together. It's more about actually squeezing the internal parts, right? And I did about 1.5 years of physical therapy after all my colorectal cancer surgeries because of my missing parts. As you know, I suffer from LARS, lower anterior resection syndrome. So pelvic floor therapy and Kegel exercises became a very important part of my routine. So I'm gonna tighten and release. I'm gonna tighten and release. One more time, tighten and release. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten, and I'm going to try to hold this for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you let it out, breathe it out. Breathe it out, breathe it out. Make those noises, that somatic thing, right? All right, now, so that was your root chakra or your base chakra. Your next chakra is your sacral chakra. And it's down here for women, especially where all your reproductive organs are. And we're just gonna rub that, and we're gonna do it clockwise, okay? Clockwise. We're just gonna, very soothing. We're gonna rub on that baby. Just real soothing. Let's relax that sacral chakra. This is the seat of our feminine power for women. I'm just gonna rub on that. And by the way, men, you also have a sacral chakra, so this is not gonna hurt you either. I'm just gonna rub on that. And women, in Qigong, they say that women should have their left hand on top of their right, and men should have their right hand on top of their left. So right now I've got my left hand on top of my right. And I'm just gonna do this kind of until I'm gonna breathe. And I'm just gonna do this until I can kind of feel that lower part of my body just kind of relax, right? Relax. All right. And now I'm going to go to my solar plexus, which is kind of just above your navel. So your sacral is just below your navel. Your solar plexus is above your navel. Now, your solar plexus is also where you carry your power. It can also be where you feel like you've lost your power. And so it's really important that we want to keep that balance. So this one, I'm going to start out doing something different. I'm actually going to start by tapping it. And I'm giving mine a good tap. You don't have to, but I am. So hands, palms up, just flat, and the motion is coming up, up. And I'm re-energizing that chakra because it's feeling very depleted. And because I am a colorectal cancer survivor, my personal belief, and this does not have to be everybody's belief, but my personal belief is that colorectal cancers are often precipitated by very stuck, heavy emotions like grief and anger. And I know that to be true for myself. And so I regularly work on this. And I also have a semicolon, so I'm missing almost all of my rectum except for a teeny tiny little 1-inch wonder, and all of my sigmoid colon, which is my storage. And so I regularly try to keep my solar plexus chakra happy, because your solar plexus also controls your intestines. All right, now that I've done that and gotten it all awake, I'm going to soothe it and make it real happy. So same thing, I have my left hand over my right hand over left if you're a man, and I'm just going to rub her. I call mine Solenita, clockwise. Rub her clockwise. And I'm going to take a few deep breaths. And I'm going to do this just truly until I just feel her chilling out, right? Until I feel her chilling. All right. And now I'm going to do the same thing with my next chakra, which is my heart chakra, okay? So I'm going to pretend like I'm Tarzan. I'm going to pretend like I'm Tarzan for a little bit. I'm going to pound a little bit all around my heart chakra. If fists are too much for you, you can use your hands flat like this. You can just use your fingers and tap. But in my case, I'm going to, and our heart chakra is our love chakra, right? So, right now, there's a lack of love in the world. And we need to bring it. We need to bring more love, because if we don't, who will? And, unconditional love is hard. It's real hard, trust me. Especially when there are people that you love who think and believe differently than you do. Ooh. And, having unconditional love for people that you feel like in the world who are kind of out to get you, that's tough. So we're going to pound that out of there, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to give our heart some love. Give that heart some love. And you can do it over closer to your heart on the left-hand side, or you can just rub your whole little chest. Make that heart happy. Make that heart so happy. All right. All right, now we're gonna go to our throat chakra, and I'm gonna do the same thing here, but I'm gonna do it with my fingertips because it's a little easier. My throat chakra, see now your throat chakra is the center of your communication abilities. So if you're feeling stifled, if you're feeling like you can't speak up, if you're feeling like you're choking some days, or feeling constrained or constricted, like you can't breathe sometimes. Sometimes people with anxiety feel like that. So I'm just gonna tap all around my throat chakra. Oh, I'm gonna make my throat chakra so happy, and I'm gonna open it up so that it feels like it can speak up, speak out, speak its truth. It's all about your truth. So I'm just going all the way around. And just for the heck of it, I'm gonna hit the back of my neck too, because why not, right? All right, and now I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna rub it out. Rub it out, make that throat chakra happy. Feels so good. All right, the next one is my third eye. Now, your third eye is really important because this is your center of intuition. I'm gonna take my glasses off to do this one. Your third eye is the center of your intuition. And in this case, I am gonna tap it, same thing. I'm gonna use my fingers, and I'm gonna tap all around. Even though the third eye is right here in the front, I'm gonna tap all around it too. Get it out, and I'm also gonna take my fingers, and I'm gonna kind of comb it out like this. I'm gonna comb out all around it. I'm gonna comb out all around it, all around it. Tap, 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 tap. And your third eye is said to be connected to your pineal gland, which is a teeny tiny little thing in the center of your brain. And they say that if we don't use our pineal gland enough, that it can calcify. And so this is going to help clear that out as well. If you meditate, it also helps to keep your pineal gland clear and active. And now I'm gonna rub it out. Rub it out. I'm gonna make that third eye super, super happy. Woo, happy third eye. Happy third eye, happy third eye. Are you feeling it? I'm totally feeling it. All right, now I'm gonna go to the crown chakra. It's right here at the top of your head. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do some tapping here. And again, I'm gonna use fingertips. You could use little knuckles if you want. That might be a little too hard, but use those tappy fingertips. Get all around there in that crown chakra. Get it. Get it. Remember, we're loosening it up. We're opening them up. We're aligning them. Play a little piano up there. You got this. All right, now I'm just gonna rub it out. Same thing, rub it out. Ooh, it feels like when you go to the hair salon to get a nice massage. I don't go to the hair salon anymore though, so I have to do it myself. All right, so I'm gonna rub that out. Okay, the last and final thing that we're gonna do. Let's take a few deep breaths first. Get that breath going right all the way from your diaphragm. Put your hands on your diaphragm here, right underneath your rib cage, and I'm gonna breathe in through my nose, and out through my mouth. I like to try to breathe in for as long as I can and breathe out for as long as I can, but I can hold my breath really well from all the years of swimming. So the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start combing out our aura, okay? So combing out your aura is really important because it helps to cleanse it. And you know, your aura is your essence, the essence of your higher self, your spirit self, your soul. And I'm just gonna comb that out. I'm gonna comb it out in all directions because it's super important. Literally, I have my fingers like splayed like this, and I'm just combing out my aura, combing it down, and I'm combing it out, and I'm combing it up. You can do a little dance if it makes you happy. The other thing that's super great for cleansing auras is to take a swim in the ocean. But if you're like me and you live in a landlocked state, that's not entirely possible. So you can do the combing. Any water actually helps, but salt water is better. But you can do the combing, and the other thing you can do is you can take a saltwater bath. So Epsom salts, sea salt, doesn't matter. Add a cup of it to your bath water. Take a saltwater bath. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put our left hand over our right, dantian. And we're gonna take a few cleansing breaths. Nice, beautiful cleansing breaths. And I like to rock a little bit when I do this, just because it feels good to me. Kind of like I'm dancing to the song in my head. What song? I don't know. Although Amy wakes up with a song in her head every single day. All right. Everybody feeling good? All right, so this is how I've been starting my day. Now, I can't guarantee that's gonna last all day long, but the nice thing is you can take a break in the day, and wherever you hold your tension or your stress or your anxiety or your fear, you can actually do this all day long. So let's say that my chest gets tight for some reason. I'm just gonna rub that baby and take a few deep breaths and let her calm down before I move on to something else. Same with my solar plexus. Every time I get out of the bathroom, and I'm in the bathroom a lot, little Solanita gets a little rub down so she knows she's done a great job. Because I also believe in talking to your parts. So anytime you get a little stressed, and sometimes, my throat gets, my shoulders get all tight because I'm mad. So I just, do that tapping thing. Just take a moment, take a break. You don't have to do the entire routine. Just do whatever you need in the middle of the day. But I do recommend trying this in the mornings and see how you do. It's only about 10 minutes long. I love you. Thank you. Appreciate you. That was lovely. Be kind, be courteous, be empathetic to somebody today, have a little bit of compassion, and be well.